Hey guys, welcome back for round number 2 on the play with a decent hand that we're going to keep. So I think I'm going to lead on Volcanic Island here. I think I'm pretty well situated to defend this Delver if I feel compelled to. And we'll see what happens with getting this Goif on board, or if that's something that I'm really needing to do. Blue to Delta and a pass. So we'll see if we have any actions in my upkeep after they've possibly seen my top card. It's a daze, so definitely here if they want to fire it off, they will. If not, then we'll get in for 3 and ship the turn. So we have a snow-covered island to go with our polluted delta across the table. We'll see if my opponent is prompted to act. They're not. Another daze. So here I'm either so we're gonna see something here. Blue black. So what could this be? And I think rather than discarding, I want to fire this bolt off to the face. Oh no, I have 7 cards in my hand. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, guys. I don't. This bar is like way too wide. It's making my hand look huge. So we're just gonna pass the turn here with a million pieces of counter magic up. Baleful Strix. I'm gonna let that resolve. Just bolted it. Baleful Strix, not a card that we're seeing a whole hell of a lot of right now, just because of the number of red and 6 decks that are around. I'd be shocked to see some kind of like a Force of Will here, and yeah, I would daze like a Spell Pierce or something. Draw another land. That's good. And I think we just want to tighten the screws here and try to get on board with this Tarmogoyf. We have an all basic mana base from our opponent. Fortunately, we do not have a wasteland hand. Ah, ninjas. Ninjas. Okay. I think I'm willing to force. Tarmogoyf is a 4/5. Yeah, I'm willing to force back over this. Pitch a daze. Get our beefy boy on board. Now if we can get some kind of get another card type into the graveyard. If we just draw a sorcery, any sorcery we'll just win right here. So I'm going to pitch this Force of Negation. Another Baleful Strix? Yeah, I'm going to daze that. So I'm out of resources here, but I think we're in pretty good position to beat just about anything my opponent can be up to. Go down to 1. Toxic Deluge, not an out. More Baleful Strix. The 4th Baleful Strix, not an out. Jace, not an out. And we get there pretty quickly. Awesome. Ninjas. So, definitely want these red blasts. This deck is pretty slow, so I'm willing to play the Sylvan. You know, they don't pressure your life total really, because they're going to attack with like Ornithopters and Baleful Strixes and stuff and try to ninja them. And we can just outcard them if we're drawing extra cards or having at least a free ponder every turn. Ancient Grudge is going to kill Baleful Strix, and We didn't see it this game, but I'm pretty sure this deck does play like some Ornithopter, so I'm willing to have one Grudge, and if I see them in game 2 leaning on that plan a little harder, we'll bring in the Grudge. Force of Negation I don't think is good here. Rough Tumble. I have a lot of flyers actually, so this is kind of a problem. So maybe that is a point for something like Electrickery in this sweeper slot. So we have 5 cards we're interested in bringing in. Tarmogoyf, Delver, Extrinker. I don't love Tarmogoyf against Baleful Strix decks. Definitely not interested in cutting Wrenn and 6. Spell Snare going to be good against the Strixes. If this matchup gets grindy and becomes a card advantage, I think I want to cut maybe 2 forces. And I think Red Blast is just better than Pierce in this kind of matchup. Oh no. I decided not to bring in the Rough Tumble, so I'll bring the Pierce back. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Okay, it's a pretty good hand to start things off. We have Wrenn and 6, which is going to be an absolute house in this matchup. And then we'll see if we get... Oh, I got an Astrolabe here. Okay, the Pauper Menace Arcum's Astrolabe. Oh, draw another Trop, that's not great. But we will get on board with this Hex Drinker. And hopefully my opponent will do something like tap out for Baleful Strix this turn, and we will kill it with a Wrenn and 6. There's the Strix. You may draw a card. Yeah, this should be a pretty back-breaking sequence for my opponent. Hopefully. Because now, with Wrenn out here, can kill your things, or develop our mana base to really go ham with this Hex Drinker. We will see how it goes. Hydro Blast. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so we have a snare up for possible Baleful Strix. Let's ponder here. Brainstorm Daze, Polluted Delta. Okay, I think these cards are pretty good. We've played a land already, so we're not interested in this Delta immediately. And I don't think there's anything they could play that's going to compel me to brainstorm in response, so I will draw the Daze and attack first. And just put 1 mana into our Hex Drinker. You know, I kind of like the play pattern with this because you don't have to hold up a ton of mana with this deck. And with your excess mana, you can just be like, well, you wanna push my 1 mana creature? Well, how about now? Are you sure? Blah blah blah. Oh, we got Grixis. Grixis ninjas. Grixjids. So now that we've seen this Astrolabe in addition to the Baleful Strixes, I think I'm more interested in bringing in the second Ancient Grudge if this ends up going to a 3rd game. So we have a polluted delta on top of the deck. Let's ponder. Let's ponder, and because I'd like to have that land on the battlefield. Ancient Grudge. Delta Tarmogoyf. Oh, this is a big Tarmogoyf. So the question is, do I want to grudge this Astrolabe at end of turn if my opponent doesn't do anything? I think not. I think I would rather put that mana into the Hex Drinker. So we'll draw the land. I'm not really looking to shuffle here, and we'll see if my opponent pre-combat is going to try to kill this Hex Drinker. Kolagon's Command, get back Baleful Strix. Deals 2 damage here. Yeah, this is fine. I think this is fine, because we have the snare covered for the Baleful Strix, and we have Tarmogoyf on the way next turn. So, probably see Strix here. That will get spell snared. And see if my opponent has a 2-mana follow-up I can snipe off with the stays. They do not. Okay, so I think we're going to just play this monstrous Goyf here and see if we want to draw that Ancient Grudge at the end of our opponent's turn. So we'll see if they have something like their own Spell Snare or a Force of Will. So now my opponent exiled what? Another Ingenious Infiltrator. Now I think I want to shuffle away that Ancient Grudge and brainstorm here, see if we can find like a Pyroblast or something. Or perhaps even our own Force of Will. Spell Snare. No, but we have lots of creatures now, so let's go for True Name next turn. Let's go for Tarmogoyf next turn, and then we have True Name to back that up if anything happens. So, okay, that gets forced. We have another Spell Snare for more Strixes and stuff. We have something like Jace covered with a Daze. Back to basics. Oh, that's not good. Alright, unfortunately I do have to double daze this because I cannot really beat back to basics. I'm going to play a Tarmogoyf here. That is now a 7-8. Very quick clock here with this Tarmogoyf. Badlands. Spellseeker. Mana plus 2 and less. Spellseeker. Okay, I have no idea what they're going to get. Hopefully it is a 2-mana spell that we can counter. I was probably getting Abrupt Decay. Fatal Push. It's interesting. Yeah, you don't have green. You don't have green in this deck, it appears. You're probably going to have an upkeep Fatal Push here. Yep. But then we're going to slam this True Name. And this should be pretty hard for my opponent to interact with. We have Diabolic Edict or Liliana's Triumph covered with... Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, shit. Is this a Gurmag Angler? Yeah, almost definitely. Yeah. Okay, suddenly looking pretty bad here. I don't think I'm interested in killing the Plague Engineer right now, because if I draw another True Name, I can just kill it and then play the True Name. So let's hope we do that. Let's hope we do that. Let's draw True Name right now. Another True Name. Second pull. Alright, I only have one True Name left in the deck, so I think the correct thing here is to double bolt the Angler and see if we can get in. Claw our way back in this one way or another. I should probably be doing this. I guess my opponent is Hellbent, so it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't want to give them a chance to draw Force of Will. So we're going to get hit for 3 here. Hopefully not ninjutsu. Great. Oof. Rough. Alright. Pass the turn. Let's see if we draw... Blue Blast. Oh, I really don't want to use this Red Blast on Spellseeker, but it might be time to do that in the near future. Spell Pierce. Yeah. You know, this is the problem with this kind of deck, that, like, you're trying to be really efficient in the early game. So if I go down to 5 here, it takes 3 turns for them to kill me with Plague Engineer. If I go into the 6, it also takes, or if I go to 6, then it's also 3 attacks with Plague Engineer. So I'll take from both of these guys one more time. Another one. Another one. That's really not good. What are they gonna name? Wizard. Okay. Days. I'm not sure what I can draw to get out of this. So I kill this, go to 1, draw something like Tarmogoyf. No. Okay, I'm just going to pass the turn in case my opponent shows me something new. Let's Power Blast this thing. Go to 1. Delver of Secrets. Wizard. Alright, if I'm going to lose a game of Magic, it's going to be on my own terms. So, cards to consider. Ancient Grudge, Veil of Summer, and Rough Tumble. I think I don't want the second Grudge because it's very situational. Veil of Summer like gives me some measure of protection from Kolaghan's command, but I don't know about that. Probably should have kept a third Force of Will. I think if I had had a Force of Will at some point in some of those games, we would have been able to get there. So, but I think on the play, Force of Will is not as good. So this deck played discard. I don't really see it in either game, so I'm not going to board in with that in mind. They did show me a mountain and some red cards, so I think if you're playing a mountain in your Arkham's Astrolabe deck, like maybe it's worth having a blue blast. I don't think I saw anything other than Kolaghan's command with a red mana. Sylvan I definitely feel pretty good about. Spell Pierce. I think I'm going to bring in the Veil just because they showed us a Fatal Push. And we'll take out a Spell Pierce for that. Like I don't think against this deck we really need to be like in for countering Ponders and stuff. This hand is pretty good, so we'll keep it. So hopefully we can play a turn 2 Sylvan Library or turn 2 Wrenn and 6, depending on what our opponent's play looks like. And go from there. So let's ponder. Ideally we'd like to have some kind of creature threat. Yeah, there we go. Tarmogoyf, Lightning Bolt, Brainstorm. I actually don't like this pile, these 3 cards. I think what we really need is Tropical Island. We already have a Bolt and a Brainstorm, so I'm going to shuffle. Let me draw Tarmogoyf anyway. I don't think this deck plays Wasteland, which is why I was willing to give off that really weak tilt. Classic fetch for a basic pass, playing around the Stifle. So here the question is, which of these 2 drops do I want to play the most? Definitely not Tarmogoyf. This is really representing a Fatal Push. Which one of these cards is more likely to just take over the game? Sylvan Library. You know, I'm at 19. I'm gonna jam this Sylvan. There are less ways to interact with Sylvan Library or Tarmogoyf. Force of Will is one of them, but I'm happy to see that. That's get a little Hymn to Torok there. We'll see if this is something like Baleful Strix, which I can eat up with my Wrenn and 6. Astrolabe, sure. So unfortunately, my opponent has 1 mana up, so this Daze isn't great. Still feel like this is a Fatal Push, so we're gonna jam Wrenn and 6 out there. If this gets forced, I'm also happy with that. Don't mind it one bit. Not playing out a land here, because ideally I'd like to bring back this polluted Delta with Wrenn and 6. Alright, we're in there with Wrenn. Opponent showed us a blue blast in the 2nd game, I think. So that's definitely something that could happen here. And again, I can live with that. If this is back to basics, yeah. Oh, that's fine. Silver. So I do have the option to play Delver plus Tarmogoyf this turn. The thing is, this Brainstorm... Okay, so I think our line is going to be play Tarmogoyf off the Wasteland, play Delver. Next turn, we will, if the Delver lives, Brainstorm to flip it, probably show them this Daze, and shuffle it away. So first we'll play Goyf. We'll play Delver. And then we'll pass the turn. So I'm expecting one of these creatures to get Fatal Pushed. No! Okay. Plague Engineer. Okay, I have this pretty well covered with the Bolt. So I'm going to lose my Delver, but ultimately this is just like 1-for-1 removal. Okay, so here I'm interested in shuffling away this Flooded Strand, potentially this Daze. Ooh, we got a Wrenn and 6 here. Yeah, let's just get rid of these lands. Bolt this. Bash with this big beefy Goyf. So we'll see what my opponent's play is this turn. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try to get him with Veil. If this gets forced, I'm okay with it. Okay. Draw Flooded Strand anyway, that's pretty annoying. And so now my Tarmogoyf also can't get pushed this turn. If we have something like Back to Basics, Spellseeker. I think we're going to Daze that. We're going to Daze that because it's going to get like a stupid Fatal Push or something. We draw Delver. I think we're going to actually shoot our opponent with this Wrenn and 6, because even if they can kill the Tarmogoyf this turn, I can swing with Delver and shoot them again. So the fact that they jammed that Spellseeker into a Daze makes me think that they do not have don't really have a way to not die here. Let's play land. Attack with these guys. Snapcaster. Oh, I'm not going to get very good value off my So they have to Snapcaster Rampage. And yeah, they see the writing on the wall. Because I can sack the Delver. They have to chump block Tarmogoyf. I shoot them down to 1. And then I don't think they really have any outs after that. Okay, 2-0.